It's sort of a story that transcends generation and circumstance. Like, it doesn't just apply to the Bosnian War, it sort of applies to every war, and it doesn't apply to like one single couple, it applies to everyone. It's one of those ones that you just appreciate more because they can apply to any time, like anywhere. But mainly it's just about the Bosnian War and two people who fall in love, and the bridge kind of goes along with their journey, if you see what I mean. And it's the bridge that connects them because of their race and circumstance. The first song was about the creation story in the Quran and the difference, not the difference, but the parallels between Muslim and Christians and how the bridge was created, which is really quite good because it uses metaphors like angels created it and it wasn't just man that did it. And then it goes through the bridge's feelings and the personalities of Dino and Alma, and it moves on to the war and how much they realise they actually miss each other. They haven't really affirmed that what they feel about each other. I mean, Dino thinks, oh, I miss her. Alma thinks, oh, I miss him. But they haven't really figured out that actually they are meant to be together. And Dino is remembering, but he's remembering the negative and maybe not quite as much as an emotion as Alma does. But it's as soon as he sees her and she is going to jump off the bridge that he thinks that actually, yeah, this is the part that has made me incomplete, this is the part that I need to get back, so this is the part that I'll jump off the bridge with. I think my favourite one was Birdman song, the third song that we sang as a choir, because it was kind of exclusively ours, like Dino and Alma weren't singing it, and we were like the bridge, but it was because of the tempo and the words of it, we got to have fun with it more, and it wasn't just singing, it was like we were actually the bridge, and we got to have some fun with it. I think he's quite arrogant, and I think he's trying to be a stereotypical male in as much as he thinks he can do everything, and he thinks that he can stop the war by himself, and he thinks that nothing's going to have an effect on him. What he doesn't realise is when he sees his community like decimated, and when he can't see Alma anymore, he realises that he's just one man and he can't do it by himself. He needs to work with others and not be quite so arrogant. He needs to be a little bit more humble. I think it sort of encapsulates the collective heart of the people, and I know it's only Stone, but when you think about it, as a character, I think that it didn't really see race, religion, colour, beliefs. It didn't see that in people. It just saw people who appreciated it and looked after it, and they were a community. And the bridge was the connecting, both literal and metaphorically, in that community. When the bridge was destroyed, it was sort of like a realisation that people are different and that maybe you can't coexist with someone that's different than you. Although I suppose you can. But I suppose the good thing that's come out of it is the realisation that you can regenerate communities and people can live and be different. And their past is an example of that. They lived completely peacefully. Then all of a sudden this is destroyed, and they are working to bring it back to the way it was. And I think that's really quite admirable, that they've fallen down, they've stood back up, brushed themselves off and carried on.
My tears ran and so did I. The tears stopped, but I kept running.
People are going to try and destroy what other people have or what you have, and it could be small, it could be major, it could be as big as a bridge, it could be as small as a pencil or something, completely insignificant or life-changing. But it just shows that you can, if you have the right attitude and if you actually want to regain what you had before, you're perfectly capable of regenerating what you had and getting that bridge over the relation. There was a few people there that maybe came in thinking, oh, it's a bunch of school children singing about a war that they don't even remember. But I think what I said earlier about transcending time and everything, I think they thought that actually, we dealt with it with maturity. We might not understand war, and we've never really been in one, and had it affect our lives, but there was obviously people in the room that had been, and they could relate it to their experiences. When we first heard about it, I was in year 7, and I think pretty much the only reason I wanted to join it was Amory Hill's a music. It's going to be a music college, and I thought, brilliant way to make friends, brilliant way to get involved, and immerse myself in the school without too much trouble. It was a way to integrate myself. And then Mrs. McEwen told us about the piece, and it didn't really make much sense to me because I didn't understand it. And then as soon as we started singing it, the words kind of had an effect, and I realised that we were children not singing about a war that we'd been in, but we could appreciate it because we saw an outsider's view. But it doesn't really sound like a piece made for children, but the fact that it is so much better.